Hi, I'm Sam with Real One Adventures, and I just want to talk a little bit about the upcoming Buoy 10 season. For me, I was lucky enough to get out twice across the graveyard of the Pacific into the ocean for Coho, mostly Coho. Weather was really terrible throughout July, and it's not nearly as popular as the Super Bowl of salmon. You see a lot less boats out there. Many are afraid to go across the bar for good reason. If you do have a good guide though, and it's a good day, it's relatively safe and a lot less of a crowd with much hotter action, in my opinion. I got out on the 4th of July, and a client of my friend Rod Schulley that runs Reel 'em Up Fishing Adventures was out there, and he wasn't even down 8 feet on the clicker and got hit first thing. We were headed back with limits within a couple hours, really less, and that included the captain's limits. Got out yesterday, got to see some guys catch the first salmon, including one nice, really big Chinook. We probably hooked into 45 fish. There were a lot of natives this time versus earlier in the season. I've heard up and down the coast that people are struggling running into a lot of natives, and frankly, between that and the barbless hooks, like you're getting to hook into and land and a lot of fish, so it's really an outsized amount of action versus just catching your limits of hatchery fish, which is what it was like on the 4th. We probably hooked into 40, landed about 2/3 of those, and about a third of them were hatcheries. So a lot of fun for a six-pack. I mean, for the money, the amount of fish you get to catch and then go home with limits, it's you can't beat it. Last year I took 2 different boats, friends and family, rented them through Rod, and we were all excited for the ocean. I think it was August 12th and 13th, which used to be banger years back in the day. There was a huge incoming tide. It was figured a lot of bait fish were going to push in, even if we were stuck in the river. But of course, those were the 2 days that they closed the ocean due to being close to quota, and we were stuck in the river. The only problem was the river was like 71 degrees. And I don't know if it's just that it creates a thermal barrier with the ocean and they don't start to come in until it cools down, or if they do come in, they're just lockjawed, or they smash upriver as quick as possible. I know some people were doing better upriver at that time, but it was just, there were only Chinook in the river, and it was relatively slow. I mean, it was a great Chinook year, but having to fish that river instead of going to the ocean sucked. And it wasn't even hot up at Buoy 10, or the people were trolling around up by the bridge, Tongue Point. Like, we were getting them here and there, but compared to the action of the ocean, it has me wondering, why even wait till August? Because it's great in the ocean. If you can get out there, it's almost guaranteed they were biting everything at all depths. Normally you try a bunch of different types of gear and depths and see what works and kind of adjust, but they were hitting everything. Hoochies, spinners, spin fish with tuna in them, bait, all depths from 20 to 50 feet. And there was no reason to even change anything up. Everything worked. There wasn't one thing working better than another, really, that I can recall. And that's just great fishing. I mean, that's what it's all about. I'm sure a couple of the guys yesterday spawned a new addiction from that fun. And I just don't see why more people don't go out there during July. I mean, but that being said, it's going to be a great year. There's 736,000 Chinook estimated, and it's more than last year, which was a great year. The Coho numbers are estimated to be down, but if the ocean is any indication, the Coho bite's going to be red hot as well. I don't know what percentage of those fish are going to come up the river, but they are out there and they are active right now. I can tell you that if you can get out there, it really is the Coho Rodeo right now. But all indications is going to be a banger year. The only hesitancy I have, with the river is it's already 71 degrees, so it's hotter now this year than last year, and therefore, if I was to plan on just fishing the river and kind of and be gambling with the fact that the ocean might be closed to quota, I would go with later in August, as the river hopefully cools down, it would get better, and the Coho push would be stronger by then as it cooled down. But all indications is going to be a banger Chinook year. So I suppose there's really no reason to avoid the river early. But yeah, I mean, if I could say anything with my assessment of being out there so far, if you can get out to the ocean, do so. Otherwise, I'll see you on the river soon. Thanks for tuning in. If you could do me a favor and smash that subscribe button, I'll be updating all season, giving fishing reports and checking in with you. Thank you.